So folks, here we are continuing to catch up with a few models that were built leading up to Meccano and indeed displayed at Meccano 2014, but due to time marching on, didn't have a chance to photo, video and post about them. So as I say, I'm playing catch up with a few models. You may have already seen the space rocket one, and this is the next model, model number 5 in the World War I project, which is the other thing I decided to start doing, at the risk of repeating myself, building models from the 1914 to 1918 Meccano instruction manuals, this being number 5 of the first 17 of what you might call the most relevant to that period of time, i.e. there's a fair amount of military stuff and indeed civilian stuff used in a military capacity back then, and so this is number 5 of 17, and then if time and parts allow I'll continue to build other models that take me fancy from that period of time, from those instruction books. Probably, or at least the idea is, to build them for the rest of this year and leave them all together until 2018, then take them apart, and obviously recording them in this way means they stay around hopefully forever. So 1916, number 1 outfit anti-aircraft gun from the French supplement manual at that time. Fairly modern looking to me, at least the gun part. Been watching a programme several times, love the programme, very good insight in an overview way. The Great War BBC programme from about 1967, 68, something like that, and quite a decent insight. And there's one or two shots, they're probably recreated shots after the event, of rather Heath Robertson looking anti-aircraft guns, small anti-aircraft guns, and comparing that with this one looks a little bit more modern. Anyway, I'm trying to keep these videos short, but I do waffle on, don't I? So what I've done, as usual, some of my parts, in this case most of the parts, are all more modern Meccano parts, mainly because of space, but in this case, because not like the bus where it was a civilian one, as I wasn't going to paint that khaki, no way. The motor van and the battleship, I've used parts from different periods, mainly because that's the parts that I have, and some of the nickel plated parts are hard to get hold of. So because I've had a few of the nickel plated parts now, mainly the sector plates, we have indeed got what probably is more or less a period sector plate there for the base there. All the rest of the parts are 50s stuff. There's a couple of repaints from my dad 20 odd years ago with Umbral, with some really bad stuff we had and cleaned up, repainted. Slightly different shades, and once they was washed there was even more slightly different shades. The base is Army Multi-Kit, which I have an abundance of these at the moment because I'm collecting parts for the Land Rover 101 model, hopefully. Whenever that'll happen I do not know. But kept with the green, it's Army anyway, so keep with the green for the most part. So, basic model, it moves forward and back using the 1-inch pulleys with the boss. It twists left and right, and it feels like it's come a bit loose, to be honest. It's a bit more rocky, but as I say, it has been to and from Ironbridge, or Colebrookdale to be precise. Now, you see the gun moves up and down, and it does, like, can fall like that, or I suppose it could go really far forward, or quite far forward. But on the instruction book I couldn't quite make out, and I didn't do it in the end. It appears here, across here, there's a piece of string, but there's no knot. So anyway, using the spring clips as per the instructions, careful positioning of the spring clips means that you can hold it in little positions like that. It is easy, as you can see there, to knock it out of position, but you can do it. And the only change to the design was, in my book, instead of twisting or bending slightly, some of the strips, I put a couple of extra washes in there just to pad it out a little bit. But a reasonable model, 50 minutes on my break at work, done.